fun. We're going to go to your questions now, but first, Maribel Galarpe in the audience. We want to thank you for Facebooking about the water bottle campaign, and we have an armband for you. So if you want to go to the tech booth, we'll give you one of those armbands to get you into the autograph session. So let's start with the first question.
This room is double the size.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
This room is double rainbow. Double rainbow?
Double rainbow! Double rainbow all the way!
What does it mean?
Well, I'm ready when you guys are.
Let's take the first question whenever.
All right, well, I had plenty of other questions, but just watching you guys on the channel there, I thought that maybe I should ask, how do you guys get anything done?
It's hard being the only adult on the show.
Nathan,
That's me.
you really are ruggedly handsome. I was just wondering if we were ever going to find out more about either Kate or Rick's childhood. Are we going to see them as kids or teenagers or?
Ooh, that'd be cool, like having a... Ooh, what if we had an episode where we kind of go to a flashback and like they met once as kids but don't remember? Right, pulling some pigtails on a playground. Kate, stop pulling my pigtails.
So you guys see all these bodies, this blood and all this stuff. Do you guys ever get squeamish at looking at some of the stuff that the prop people have made up?
No, I actually flirt with the guys that are laying on the slab. In between takes, I'm like, hey, how you doing? It's just syrup, so it's good.
We have so many people come up to us and say that they want to be dead bodies on the show, but it's actually a hard gig. You got to lie on the cold table, you got to have that thing under your neck, and you got to lie still.
Yep.
And then when it's time for a take, it's like, okay, and I'll hold your breath. And then we go through the take, and inevitably somebody forgets to tell them to breathe, and they actually.
The majority of our dead people are stunt people. We actually hire a stunt person to play because some of the way that they're found, it's compromised situations. They're hanging from fire escapes.
They're in manholes in cities with cockroaches crawling over them and dribbling onto their heads.
Or the one where the woman was hanging in the girders, and it was December, and we were watering her down in between takes because she was supposed to be melting.
She was freezing.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun in December.
It's December in LA. It's not like. But had a good time. Tom Bergeron had a really good time being the body. He really dug it. He had fun.
My question is, when you were writing the show for specific episodes, do you plan on filming more than 1 or 2 days because of all the antics and shenanigans that go on with the cast and crew?
No, we actually have a pretty rigorous schedule. It's 8 days for every episode, and there's a point in the season where we have a story being broken, one on the board, one being written, one in pre-production, one in production, and one in post-production. And the trains just have to keep running. So, these guys are really great. They have a lot of fun, but when it's time for action, they're always there. They're always ready. It's one of the best casts I've worked with.
Full on double rainbow!
My question is more for Sana, but anyone can answer it. I was wondering what makes why do you think it's important to have a character like Beckett on television? Because I think she's truly unique and you don't see a lot of people like her all the time.
How do you feel she's unique?
Well, she's flawed, but she loves her job, and it's just, I think it has to do with all the character development that Andrew put in and what you bring to it. I'm just wondering why you think someone like her needs to be on television, because you don't see the flawed girl who grew up rough, and she's doing something and maybe not living up to what she could have been had her mom not died, things like that.
Yeah, I think she's kind of got a little bit of a female superhero quality, which is really neat, to have on television. So definitely there's a realism. She's not just your standard kind of detective. She's got a wild side that we keep exploring. She's got a real sensitive, kind of naive side as well, which is beautiful. So there's more complexity, I think, to her than your average female detective person.
That Stan and I talked about with the character is that we wanted to create a female character that was a little bit post-feminist, so the issue wasn't proving herself in a man's world inside the station. She just is, and it's about her doing the best possible job that she can do. And I think Stan has played that really beautifully.
Nathan, since you and Neil Patrick Harris have such a great chemistry of hating each other for Dr. Horrible, I was wondering if you were going to be able to get Neil to come on and be a nemesis for Castle.
The only thing holding Neil back, really, is his talent. He's got so much that, first of all, he's full of himself. And he knows it. But it keeps him really, really busy. So you'll call him up and say, hey, I was just calling to see if maybe you would be ever interested in doing an episode of, I can't stop now, I gotta rehearse for the Oscars. Right, I'll call you later. But what's your name?
Leah.
Leah, I love your shirt. I want to give you something. This here's a little double rainbow maker.
Really? Double rainbows?
Nathan, with your permission, I think we should issue the Neil Patrick Harris challenge. I think he's scared to come on the show because of your level of talent. And right here, I will challenge Neil to come on the show, and we will write a role for him.
I second that challenge. I think a good way for Neil to find out is on Twitter. You can follow him on Twitter. Maybe for the musical episode.
Absolutely. We're ready, Neil. Bring it.
I think it'd be really cool to kill him, but okay, musical.